Standing victorious in the conquered dungeon, Lloyd and Javier confront the now defeated and terrified Lapellin. With a cold expression, Lloyd approaches the sorcerer and demands payment for the delay caused to his project by kidnapping the workers. Lapellin, desperate to escape with his life, throws himself to the ground and begs for forgiveness, offering Lloyd all the magical tools and artifacts in his laboratory. While Javier helps the weakened and starving workers out, Lloyd interrogates the sorcerer. Lapellin confesses that he was trying to discover a method to bring the dead back to life. Surprised by such a possibility, Lloyd asks him to explain. Lapellin, with a sad look on his face, tells his tragic story. He tried to resurrect his wife and beloved child. He was a sorcerer at the court of a lord, living a happy life with his family, but his evil master tried to steal his wife. When they tried to escape, they were caught, and... Enough with your tear-jerking story. Lloyd abruptly interrupts. With a sharp look, he confronts Lapellin with the cruel reality of his actions. Did you really think your wife and child would thank you for killing hundreds of innocent people to bring them back? Lloyd shows him the remains of the ghoul, reminding him of all the lives, families, and happiness destroyed to create that monster. Do you think a tragic story excuses you? You destroyed the happiness of others, people just like you. You're a serial killer. Struck by the harsh truth, Lapellin bursts into tears. After telling him he will return later to collect the tools, Lloyd gives him a final warning. If you try to hurt anyone again, I will have no mercy. He then turns and walks away, leaving Lapellin to collapse in despair and gratitude. Lloyd knows all this and yet leaves, leaving Lapellin alive. Why? Because he knew from the start that the sorcerer, consumed by despair and madness, would not stop. As Lloyd walks away, Lapellin, with a look of hatred, rises and unleashes a deadly magical attack on him. I told you I would have no mercy, didn't I? Lloyd thinks, turning just in time to see the spell coming towards him. But he has anticipated this attack. In a split second, Javier appears in front of him, blocking the spell and beheading Lapellin with a single, lightning-fast movement. This apparent cruelty of Lloyd is explained by a painful flashback to his life as Suho Kim. On the construction site, he was constantly harassed by an older worker, but, trained to avoid conflict, Suho would always bow down and apologize, hoping that his kindness would eventually be rewarded. But the bullying continued, and the bully took him for a weakling who could be trampled underfoot. One day, when the bully insulted his parents, something in Suho snapped. He exploded and beat him with shocking violence. Although he felt he was getting justice, he was fired and his record was tarnished, realizing that sometimes trying to be the best can cost you everything. After that incident, he finally achieved peace on the construction site, but at a price. That lesson left a deep mark on him. Now, in this new world, he has learned that there are times when violence must be stopped with violence. He thinks of the Korean justice system, where criminals and crooks often receive lenient sentences because of extenuating circumstances or their rights. Don't make me laugh, he thinks. Criminals deserve punishment befitting a criminal. The chapter ends with Lloyd looking over Lapellin's body while his workers are safe, reaffirming the grim but pragmatic philosophy that life has forced him to adopt. He manipulated the situation to ensure justice was done without staining his own hands, and he eliminated a future threat before it could blossom.